Welcome to the Manifestation Mastery Course video 48A. And please forgive me, what may sound like static to you is actually a very intense thunderstorm going on outside. And if we're lucky, we'll hear some more lightning before I'm finished with this video. So this is a special Christmas Manifestation Mastery course. And so I will be doing both Part A and Part B, but Part B will be a free gift to you. And we're going to talk about a pretty broad subject, something that I'm experiencing at the moment. And here on the Thunder Wizard channel, I don't teach anything that I haven't experienced or I'm not currently experiencing or re-experiencing. I don't talk about something I don't know anything about. I only teach what I know and what I've researched and what I've experienced and what I've studied. So, as you know, if you follow my videos, I put a lot of emphasis on taking responsibility for your life and changing your life through actions. In a nutshell, I'm challenging the popular incomplete aspects of the law of attraction which are taken out of context. Specifically, the teachings that say you don't have to do anything. You just have to adjust your feelings and your thoughts, and reality will shift to meet that. And that is true. There's some truth to that. But that message has been twisted around to appeal to as many people as possible. Because the truth is, everybody would like to just take a magic pill and have everything happen for us. But you are in a universe that surrounds you and interconnects with you and responds to you. So the truth is, whatever you have, you've created. You've not just done it with your thoughts, not just done it with your feelings or your vibration. You've done it with your actions. See, here's the thing. Thoughts and feelings are important in the process, but they themselves, by themselves, sorry to tell you, they do not create your entire reality. Yes, they can color it sometimes. Yes, of course, you go into a room, you're in a bad mood, people aren't going to want to be around you. But just because you're having negative thoughts does not mean you're going to manifest negative things. You're going to manifest negative things if those negative thoughts and feelings stimulate you to take negative action. The thunder is agreeing with me. I am the Thunder Wizard after all. You have to understand this. That is a very superficial level. And I can tell you, people who just work to try and keep their feelings in a good place, their lives are very scattered, very ungrounded, and very unpredictable, just like your thoughts and your feelings. So I spend a lot of time teaching you that there are ways that you can get the universe to respond directly to your commands. But sometimes you take actions that are directly opposite to your thoughts and your feelings. So the good news is that if you're having a bad day, you're having some bad negative thoughts and negative feelings, don't worry about it. As long as you know the conscious constructive actions to take, the universe will respond to that. Okay? That's the money. That's like money that the universe says, okay, you walk into the store, you're in a bad mood, you got $100, they're going to sell you whatever it is cost $100. They don't care if you're in a good mood or a bad mood. They want the money. Universe is the same way. Universe does have sometimes a reaction to thoughts and feelings, but it's far more interested in your actions. And so if you are conscious, you can work against, because again, here's the thing. When you break out of your comfortable space and you begin to grow, you will have challenging feelings. You'll have fear, you'll have anger, you'll have doubt, you'll have confusion, you'll have all kinds of negative feelings. But if you know what it is that you want and you know what the action is to take to get it, you do it regardless of how you feel. Your actions will trump your feelings every time, unless the universe sees that you are taking actions based on your thoughts and your feelings. And when that happens, then the universe says, I can't do anything for this person. Now, this gets us into the next thing. One of the experiences that I've had watching law of attraction type teachings is that when people truly buy into the cotton candy teaching that says you don't have to do anything, just change the way you think and you feel. I was watching, I browsed through YouTube just like everybody else, and an ad came up. I think I was actually looking at one of my videos to make sure how it looked, and, an ad came up. And on the ad, there was a couple of very good-looking, young, New Age spiritual people, and they started saying, you're taught that your actions create your reality, but did you know it's not your thoughts and it's not your actions, it's your thoughts and your feelings. And that if you can get a hold of your thoughts and your feelings and change them, that will color the rest of your day. And I sat and I listened to that and I said, that's only part of the truth. Sure, if you can, if you can 100% of your time, 100% of the time, change yourself from a bad mood to a good mood. Listen, my hair is off to you. You are the guru. I will come and learn from you. But let's be honest, nobody can do that. Nobody. So, I forgot, I had a lead up to this and the thunder knocked it right out of my mind. So, point being is that the denial, that's what I want to talk about. So, when you're in that state where you really believe that the only thing you have to do is sit on the edge of your bed and change the way you feel, and your feelings don't change, you have two choices. You can either be honest and talk about how horrible your feelings are and accept them, or you can go into denial. Now, let me tell you what happens when you go into denial. Denial is a state where, now, I'm not talking about people who just trying to push and pretend something that they're not. That is a form of denial too. People do that. But it's like when you know you're not really in a good mood, but you smile anyway. That's a little different. We're talking about people who go so hard into denying their feelings that they actually push them down into the unconscious mind. Not the subconscious, the unconscious. Unconscious means you are not aware. And I've known people who exuded anger. And you tell them, you go, gosh, there's just so much anger coming off of you. And they go, I have no idea what you're talking about. And they mean it. They don't have any idea what you're talking about. They're totally unconscious of all the anger that's coming out of them. A lot of people walking around like that out there. That's denial. And that can not only create all kinds of horrible things, but it can cause disease. And so where do we draw the line between surrendering to the infinite and going into denial? So let's talk about that. I am in a phase right now in my life where situations are happening that I have to surrender to. Like right now, it's raining outside. If I want to go out there and go jogging, and I'm not a jogger, but if I wanted to go out for a nighttime jog, I wouldn't really be able to do that. I would have to surrender to the reality that it's raining frogs and snakes out there. So you have to surrender to the reality that's around you sometimes. And this, I'm talking about this because I spend so much time talking about how you can change your reality You choose, and your choice goes and determines, and you can change your reality. And I fully believe that. But I'm running into situations where I have to surrender. I'm in a situation right now. I have to surrender. I could get into it. I don't want to get into my personal stuff, but so much stuff that so many different things that are out of my control, that is forcing me to accept things I don't like, things I would like to change. I have to accept them. Now, I could choose to radically depart and make some changes, and I may do that, but I will lose a lot of money and a lot of other things in the process. And so I have to sit back and go, okay, is this one of those moments where the universe is saying, hang on here, Mr. Thunder Wizard. This is something we want you to experience, which of course is my own soul. It's a karmic thing my soul has set up so I'll experience something. It has been incredibly transformative, and I have learned things about myself on a level deeper than I could have imagined, and I've learned things about other people and the psychology of other people in ways far deeper than I knew existed and that I knew before. It's given me a whole new level of understanding and compassion. So there must be something in that I must want to experience and learn. So you can see I'm talking myself into the surrender part. Surrender. Just recently I had to leave the country. I'm in Australia on a visa, and I've been here for 6 months. And I had to leave the country to apply to get another visa to come back. So there was always a chance I wouldn't. And on the plane, I went through this experience of powerlessness, and I went through a total surrender, and I went to the spirit of the universe, call it whatever you want. I have a specific name that I call it, and I said, listen, I'm done. I'm done with trying to make everything happen. I've tried to make this happen, this happen, this happen, and it's not happening the way that I want. A lot of things I did want to have happen, I was able to wrestle and create. There was just a few things I just haven't been able to. And I'm going through a period of complete rebirth, astrologically. I won't get into that. Courses.thunderwizard.com if you want to find out about my astrology. And I said to the spirit of the universe, I said, look, if you want my life, you can have it. Now that's different from, the religious, I surrender my life to you, oh God. Please make me rich. That's what people do. They surrender their life to God in exchange for something. I didn't do that. I wasn't saying, please take my life. I was honestly saying, listen, I'm coming to the end of some of my ambitions and my goals, and I've accomplished a lot and experienced a lot. I'm not done, but I'm ready to let go. And it was really an honest gesture of, if you want it, it's yours. My life, my skills, my knowledge, my experience, whatever you see or don't see in me. If you want it and you find value in it and you want to use it for your purposes, it's yours. Because I just don't really need to have any ambitions right now. I just don't feel it. Now, I still feel the same. But interestingly enough, the universe and things are starting to happen. And, things I've offered some new services on the channel, which, in case you're interested, distance energy healings, I've been offering those, and energyhealing.thunderwizard.com. And there's been some responses that have come back, and I've been very pleased with the responses that I've heard, people's experience of it. That came as a result of me saying to the universe, I'll leave that up there, of me saying to the universe, listen, my abilities, my knowledge, it's yours. If you find value in it, I'll let you have it if you want. So surrender does come with the understanding that there are some things in this universe that you have not allowed yourself to have control over in this life. I speak very precisely. Did you hear how I phrased that? There are some things, I'll try and say it exactly the same. There are some things in this life that you have not authorized yourself in this lifetime to have control over. It was your choice before you came here. I firmly believe that we choose everything in our lives. And the real question is finding out what we really want that we don't have. A true desire coming from the soul. Because when you can get to that place of emptiness, where you're not imposing your mistaken desires, meaning desires, things you think you want, which you really don't. When you can get past that and get to the emptiness and let your soul rise to the surface and show you what you truly want, you will have to make changes and take control and change life to meet that. It's the way it's set up. That's why, again, it is such a toxic teaching to tell people your thoughts and your feeling. All you have to do, like those people said, you don't have to do anything. Just change the way you feel, and that will change your whole day. Yeah, so what? That's what coffee is. That's why people drink coffee. Because they want to change. They don't want to be tired anymore. Of course, it's going to change the rest of the day. That's so superficial and so childish. Really, it's such a tragedy. Because life is an adventure. We are here. We are here to conquer and make our mark on the world. And we came here to have an adventure, to overcome obstacles and create. We didn't come here to sit on the edge of our bed and, magically just have our feelings bring everything to us. Soul loves adventure. It loves it. That's why it chose to become human, because in the spirit realm, the soul lives in eternity. It lives in bliss. Everything is, it's one with everything. It doesn't need anything. So it wanted to have the fun of coming into three-dimensional reality so that it could want and desire and feel and strive and experience the act of lovemaking. There was a movie in the late 60s. You know what I'm talking about? I forget what it's called. The Woody Allen movie. Anyway, there was this thing called the Orgasmatron. And his, funny take on the future was that people were too lazy to have sex. So when they wanted to have sex, they'd go into this little booth and, they would just have an orgasm. And it was called the Orgasmatron. And, we don't like that. The soul doesn't want that. I mean, you don't want that. The whole part of lovemaking is all of the stuff that goes in and all of the action and all of the striving and all of the work that goes into it. And that's the fun. That's at least part of it. And then when you work towards that end, okay, that was just sort of a low rumble. When you work towards that end, then it's pleasurable. But if it just happened like that, it'd be boring. So what I'm going to do in the next video, this is the A video. What I'm going to do in the next one is I'm going to share with you for free, this is my Christmas gift to you, I'm going to share with you specific techniques that you can use to analyze yourself. To analyze, when you can surrender and when you can take action, and certain questions that I ask myself. When you get into that, whether it's a relationship or a job or an experience in life, and you just get that spot where you just can't seem to figure out which way to go, I'm going to tell you very specific questions you can ask yourself so you can learn to figure out exactly what to do. Okay? So, for that, you're going to go to thunderwizard.com. Now, normally, what you do when you go to thunderwizard.com, you go to the right side of the screen, you scroll down, you'll see Manifestation Mastery Course. You would click on that and subscribe. You're not going to do that this time because I'm going to give you this video as my gift. And you're just going to go to thunderwizard.com and you'll see it right there. It'll be the same video that we have right in front of us that says Surrendering to the Infinite or Denial of Your Reality, How to Survive Ego Shift. Okay? But know that it's the second part of this video. All right? So, that's it. I will see you over there. Go to thunderwizard.com. This video will be waiting for you for free. I'll see you there.